Hello aspirants, welcome to Coaching Classes by Ash. So today's lecture is on the Indian Contract Act and the topic is revocation of proposals and acceptance. So continuing your Indian Contract Act topic further, taking section 5 which deals with revocation of proposals and acceptance. Now, friends, revocation of offer and acceptance has been provided in your section 5. First, let us see what is revocation of offer, how is revocation done. So, a person making an offer or accepting an offer already made to him retains the option to withdraw the said offer or acceptance. Such a withdrawal of offer or acceptance made by the offerer or acceptor is termed as revocation. So, revocation is basically the withdrawal of an offer or an acceptance. Okay. So, a proposal may be revoked at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the proposer, but not afterwards. An acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of the acceptance is complete as against the acceptor, but not afterwards. These 2 points I'll explain you further. First, let us see what is revocation. Revocation is the mutual cancellation of a contract by the parties to it. It is not necessary that you mutually cancel it, but revocation in a basic sense means withdrawing of an offer before it is accepted. For example, you propose someone and after that you want to withdraw your proposal. So you can simply say, I revoke my offer, but you'll revoke your offer before it is communicated or accepted by the acceptor. Okay. Cancelling a document before it has come into legal effect or been acted upon as revoking a will. To recall a power or authority previously given as cancelling a power of attorney or cancelling a driver's license due to traffic offences. Now, revocation of proposals has been defined in your section 5. It has basically been, the things that have been provided in section 5 are two-way. The first is when a proposal may be revoked, and the second one deals when an acceptance may be revoked. Okay. So first let us see how can the proposal be revoked. So a proposal may be revoked at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the proposer, but not afterwards. Okay. So proposal may be revoked. How? Before the communication of its acceptance is complete. Okay. As I said earlier, before the communication of its acceptance will be complete, the proposal can be revoked. Now, what about the acceptance? Acceptance may be revoked before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the acceptor. This can be a little bit confusing. So, here I am with an illustration to tell you people more about section 5. See, the illustration says A proposes to B to sell his house. Okay, B accepts. And how does B accept? B accepts the proposal by a letter of acceptance which he sends by post. But what happens? How can A revoke the proposal? We are talking about revocation of proposal. Okay, the slide number 1, this one slide. Proposal may be revoked. So what does it say? A proposal may be revoked at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the proposer, but not afterwards. Let us see. So A can revoke the proposal at any time before or at the moment when B posts his letter of acceptance, but not afterwards. So A can revoke his proposal at any time before or at the moment when B posts his letter of acceptance. सिंपल भाषा में B के लेटर ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस A के पास पहुंचने से पहले A कभी भी अपना प्रपोजल को रिवोक कर सकता है. ठीक. Now coming to slide number 2, in which I said an acceptance may be revoked. Okay, revocation of acceptance. How is it done? The very same illustration, and we'll take B's part. So the very same case, A proposes by a letter sent by post to sell his house to B. B accepts. B sends a letter of acceptance by post. Now, how can B revoke his acceptance? So B can revoke his acceptance at any time before or at the moment when the letter communicating it reaches A, not afterwards. Yani B can revoke his acceptance before the letter of acceptance communicating that I have accepted your proposal reaches A and not afterwards. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now, section 6. Section 6 tells us about the modes of revocation. So, a proposal can be revoked by the communication of notice, as I told you. The second is by the lapse of time. Okay, let me take a fresh slide so then I can tell you people. So, first is by communication. Okay. Second is by lapse of time. So, a lapse of time prescribed in such proposal for its acceptance, or if no time is prescribed, then by the lapse of reasonable time without the communication of the acceptance. The third one is by failure of the acceptance to fulfill a condition. Okay? To fulfill a condition. So, if you do not fulfill the condition, obviously your proposers can revoke the proposal. And the fourth is, of course, death or insanity. Okay? Please understand, this is insanity. So, by the death or insanity of the proposer, if the fact of his death or insanity comes to the knowledge of acceptor before acceptance. Okay? Please listen it carefully. If the fact of his death or insanity comes to the knowledge of acceptor before acceptance, your revocation can be made. Now, there is an illustration. This one, which shows us the case of Hanford versus Prism, 1862. So what happened in this case? This is a very interesting case, so I thought it is worth telling you people. In this case, the defendant offered to sell property. On the next day, he sent a letter of revocation by post. Okay. Now the plaintiff received the said letter at 5:30 p.m. Listen it again. Defendant offered to sell the property, and on the next day he sent a letter of revocation of proposal by post. Okay, and the plaintiff received the letter at 5:30 p.m. Now what happened? While he had sent the letter of acceptance by post on the same day at 4 p.m. Now, it was decided that formation of contract had taken place at 4 p.m. Because when the letter of acceptance had been sent, consequently, proposals could not be revoked. Okay? Because at 5:30, you get the letter of revocation. But you have sent the letter of acceptance at 4. Okay? And we have just studied when can the acceptance be revoked and when can the proposal be revoked, right? So, this was all. I hope section 5 and section 6 are pretty much clear. And still, if you people have any problem, you can ask me in the comment section. And thanks for watching. Keep on liking, keep on subscribing, keep on sharing with your friends, and keep on smiling.